let's get to week 10. Okay. Thursday night football. Carolina visiting Chicago. Chicago is a 3.5 point underdog. This one feels kind of strange to me. I will say the total is 40, primetime unders 22-7, 161, 102-3 since 2019. Another primetime under last night, actually 23-7, because I forgot to update from last night. So 3 primetime unders this weekend. The Bears should have beaten New Orleans outright. Like, the Bears had 5 turnovers. New Orleans still only won by 7. Bryce Young throws 2 pick sixes, which were the difference in the game. We liked Carolina a lot on Sunday. I think it was the right side. They dominated that game. More total yards, more total plays, more yards per play, more rushing yards. Indy was truly terrible. What do we want to do here? Just bet the under? Move on?
Yeah, a bit of a weird line, though, right? Doesn't it feel like a Justin
Yes.
Fields line? It feels like a Justin Fields line.
It feels well. Why do you say Justin Fields line? Because the Bears are 3.5 point dogs. Like if we knew Fields was playing,
no. Bears are favorites.
something changed.
Yeah.
Oh, they are. Did I write it wrong?
Nothing changed. I think they've been favorites, haven't they? But they're minus 3.5.
All right, then shit. I guess I wrote down wrong. That's weird.
Weird. Yeah, it's a game where I'm just going to be happy to take Carolina, and I'm happy to take the under. A lot of conversation about when the books are going to adjust to this trend and when they're going to catch, us betting these unders. As long as the money keeps coming in late on the over, I'm really not too worried about the books catching up to us. I mean, that number last night moved from, I believe, 39 and closed at 41 in a lot of books by kickoff. Like, that's what keeps happening, people. I'm telling you, like, you might think everyone's on the under because on the app and, in the action app, it says, all the money, all the tickets is on the under. In that last hour, so much money always comes in on the over. It's either people thinking they're smarter than all of us, and they're like, you know what, we're due for an over. They come in on it, and then Joe Public comes in on it. So right now, yeah, all the bets, all the money is on the under. It'll probably flip when it gets closer to it. I have to just do it. I have to take Carolina. I have to take the under, and it's just a bet on. If it is Fields, he hasn't played a competitive football game in over a month. You expect a guy who's not been the most accurate quarterback in football to continue to be rusty coming back from an injury. And on the Panthers side, I don't have a model that can predict Bryce Young throwing pick sixes. I wish I did. Me and Chad would be on an island together if I did, but we assume he won't have back-to-back weeks throwing pick sixes. So if Bryce can protect the ball, the Panthers will be able to move the ball. I mean,
yeah.
Honestly, the craziest takeaway from that Saints game was how good Sweat was for you guys. Like, that dude on running plays, rushing the passer, it stood out how good Sweat is to your defense, the Bears defense. Now, you could say, well, that was just one game. Don't take too much from it, but that's a big deal to me. You guys had no pulse on that D-line. A team could run it, they could pass it, they could do whatever they want because they didn't have to really worry about a pass rush or your run defense. So, maybe I need to adjust more. That Sweat is now in the Bears defense, but I still think teams will be able to run the ball, and that's what Carolina wants to do. So 3.5, it feels a little boring taking it, but the fact that no one's really on this Carolina team, right? Everyone's just off this stink. Like they just look so bad last week. It's hard to avoid this number, Chen. I kind of have to take it.
No, I agree. 3.5 is totally this side to me. Because Carolina, they outplayed Indy last week. And it's like watching the Jets, right? Zach Wilson makes horrific plays, but the rest of the team is playing incredibly well.
Yeah.
And that's the difference maker. And this is what professional bettors do, by the way. 48 hours later, they look at the entirety of what happened in the game. They look at every line item of the box score, and they're like, wait a second. This team dominated the other team. If we're gonna look at the final score and make our bets based on the final score, then we're no better than any other schmuck. So, yes, I agree with you.